Away, CM, in Gita. CM. This video is going to be proving that the Savior is the law. In past videos, I've used John chapter 5, verse 46 to prove this, but apparently that's not enough. John chapter 5, verse 46, the Savior says, Moses wrote about me. Moses wrote the law. But unfortunately, people can't see that they're associated. The Savior is the law. I'll prove this. John 14, verse 6, the Savior says, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. And nobody comes to the Father except through me. Okay? Each of those names are capitalized. The way, the truth, the life. Shown here. At the top, verse 6, you can see it. The way, the truth, the life. Okay? Remember that the Savior is called each of these things are capitalized. Now, remember that point. The way is capitalized, the truth is capitalized, the life is capitalized. I'm going to be using the Hebrew Bible called the Sefer, the Et Sefer. In here, they use this term. It's called the Torah. The Torah means the law. Okay? So just remember these points. The Torah means law. My claim is that the Savior is the law. Watch. John 14, verse 6, the Savior is called the way, the truth, and the life, all capitalized. Okay? Let's start with the truth. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 6. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 6. It says, rejoices not in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth. And it has it capitalized right here. Rejoices not in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth. And it's capitalized. And then it has a number next to it, 1561. 1561 down here. Psalms 119, 142. Watch this. Psalms 119, 142. Psalms 119, 142. Remember, it said, rejoices not in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth. And it was capitalized. It had a number. That number down at the bottom said Psalms 119, 142. Psalms 119, 142. Remember, Torah means the law. Where it's underlined right there. Can you see that? It says, Your righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and your Torah is the truth. And your Torah is the truth. Notice it's capitalized. Torah means law. Torah means law. And your Torah is the truth, capitalized. Torah means law, and your law is the truth, capitalized. The truth. John 14, verse 6. And your law is the truth, capitalized. What is the Savior called right there? Where is it? Where is it? Right there. Right here. Just under my pinky. I'm the way, the truth, and the life, capitalized. Psalms 119, it says, and your Torah is the truth, capitalized truth, and your law is the truth. I am the truth, which means the Savior says, I am the law, because the law is the truth, according to this. Psalms 119, 142. Where is it? Where are we here? Right here. Can you see that? Where are we? Where is it? I can't see. There it is right there. And your Torah is the truth, capitalized. And your law, because Torah means law, and your law is the truth. Law is equal to truth, being capitalized, truth. The Savior says in John 14, 6, I am the truth, capitalized. The law is the truth. The Savior says, I am the law. The commandments. You still don't believe me? Okay. That's one of the three. I'm the way, I'm the truth, I'm the life. We just did the truth. Now let's go to I'm the way. Okay? First Baruch, chapter 3, verse 13. It says, again, notice, in John, he's called the way. John 14, verse 6. Right here up at the top. I'm the way, capitalized. Notice how it's capitalized. Right here it says, we won't even go to First Baruch yet. Hold on. 1752 next to the way, capitalized. 1752 is Psalms 119, verse 1. Psalms 119, verse 1. Blessed are the undefiled in the way, capitalized, who walk in the Torah of the Creator. So the way, right here, is again capitalized. I don't know if you can see that, sorry. I'm trying to keep a couple different spots with my fingers right here. You can see that the way, in the same sentence, because it's capitalized, the Savior in John 14, 6 says, I'm the way. The way in the same sentence is the Torah, which is the law. But if that's not enough, now we'll go to 1st Baruch. 1st Baruch chapter 3 verse 13 says, "For if you had walked in the way of the Creator, you should have dwelled in peace forever." It is capitalized right here above my fingers. Can you see that? In that box. It's capitalized the way. Can you see that? The way. Capitalized. Okay? 2nd Baruch 23 verse 33. Baruch? No. Jasher. Jasher 23. Jasher 23 verse 33. That's where I see it. Yup. Jasher. Recap. The Savior in John 14:6 calls himself the way, capitalized. 1st Baruch chapter 3 verse 13. "For if you had walked in the way of the Creator, you should have dwelled in peace forever." Capitalize the way. Now, let's prove that the way is the commands, because that's the whole point. The whole point is that the Savior is the law, i.e. the commands. Watch. So, John 14:6, the Savior calls himself the way, capitalized. 1st Baruch chapter 3 verse 13 says, "If you had walked in the way of the Creator, you would have dwelled in peace forever." The way was capitalized. Go to Jasher 23 verse 28. Right here, you can see the way right here. And look what it says. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll read it. It says, "And Abraham heard this and knew that it was the word of Satan who endeavored to draw him aside from the way of the Creator." The way is capitalized. It was Satan who endeavored to draw him aside from the way of the Creator. Couple this with verse 33. Right here at the top. It was Satan who endeavored to draw them from the commands of the Creator. You see that? So the verse 28 says, it was Satan who endeavored to draw them from the way, capitalized. This verse reads, the commands. The way is the commands. The Savior in John 14:6 is called the way, capitalized. The way. It was Satan who endeavored to draw them from the way. Here, capitalized. Right here, it was Satan who endeavored to draw them from the commands. The way are the commands. The Savior, he's the commands. The Savior is the law. The commands is the same as the way. The Savior is the way. The Savior is the same as the commands. Because nobody comes to the Father except through the commands. Because the Savior was obedient to the commands and told people, follow me. Follow the commands. Couple that, because it says the way. Satan endeavored to draw them from the way, capital, way. Satan endeavored to draw them from the commands. Go back to 1 Baruch, chapter 3, verse 13. For if you had walked in the way of the Creator, you would have dwelled in peace forever. For if you had walked in the commands of the Creator, you would have dwelled in peace forever. Do you see? So that's John 14:6. He's called the way, the truth, and the life. The truth is the law. So if the Savior's called the truth, the Savior is the law, according to Psalms 119, verse 142. The truth is the law, because the truth is the Torah, and the Torah is the law. That's what it means. So the Savior is the truth, the Savior is the law, because the law is the truth, it said. The way is the same as the commands, according to Jasher 23, verses 28. And Satan endeavored to draw them from the way of the Creator. The way is capitalized just like it is in John 14:6. In Jasher 23, verses 33, it says, and Satan endeavored to draw him from the commands of the Creator. So the way, capital, is the same as the commands. So if the Savior is the truth, which is the law, the Torah, is the way, which is the commands, the only thing left is the life. 1 Baruch chapter 3, verse 9, it says, hear, Yasharel, the commandments of life. Give ear to understand wisdom. The commandments of life. I'm the way, the truth, and the life. He is the law. He is the commands. He is the commands of life. The commandments of life, it says. 1 Baruch chapter 3, verse 9, right here. Verse 9. The commandments of life. The Savior is the law. The Savior is the commandments. Nobody comes to the Father except through the commandments, through the law, through the commands. That's the truth. That's the way, because he was obedient to the commandments and told people, follow me. Pick up your cross and follow me. This proves, without a doubt, the Savior is the law. The Savior is the commandments. And nobody comes to the Father except through the law, through the commandments. Let's just read some of 1 Baruch chapter 3 and chapter 4 to prove this furthermore. It says, O Tata nZambi of Isolele, or Israel, the soul in anguish, the troubled spirit cries unto you. Hear, O Tata nZambi, and have mercy. You are merciful and have pity on us, because we have sinned before you. 1 John chapter 3, verse 4 proves that sin is just disobedience to the commandments. All sin is contrary to the law of the Creator. That's all sin is. Have pity on us because we have sinned before you. We have broken your commandments. For you endure forever, and we perish utterly. O Tata nZambi of Isolele, hear now the prayers of the dead inhabitants of Isolele and of their children, which have sinned before you and not hearkened unto the voice of you, Tata nZambi, for the which cause these plagues cleave unto us. When they didn't keep their commandments, plagues came unto them. This is proven in Exodus chapter 15, verse 26. Exodus chapter 15, verse 26. He said, if you will listen carefully to the voice of Tata nZambi and do what is right in his sight, obeying his commands and keeping all his decrees, then I will not make you suffer any of the diseases I sent on the Egyptians, i.e., plagues. We have sinned before you and not hearkened unto the voice of you, Tata nZambi, for the which cause these plagues cleave unto us. If you will obey my commands and decrees, then I will not make you suffer any of the plagues I sent on the Egyptians. For you are Tata nZambi, and you, O nZambi, we will praise. And for this cause you have put your fear in our hearts, to the intent that we should call upon your name and praise you in our captivity. For we have called to mind all the iniquity of our forefathers that sinned before you, that broke your commandments. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, which you have scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities, breaking of your commandments of our fathers, which departed from Tata nZambi, which departed from the word, which departed from the law. Hear, Isolele, the commandments of life. Give ear to understand wisdom. How happens it, Isolele, that you are in your enemy's land, that you are waxing old in a strange country, that you are defiled with the dead, that you are counted with them that go down to hell? You have forsaken the fountain of wisdom, for if you had walked in the way of Tata nZambi, in the commands of Tata nZambi, you should have dwelled in peace forever. Learn where is wisdom, where is strength, where is understanding, that you may also know where the length of days is, and life, where is the light of the eyes, and peace. Life. Remember, I am the way, the truth, and the life. The commands. The commandments of life, it says in verse 9. It said here, that you may also know where is length of days, and life, where is the light of the eyes? John 8. John 8, verse 12. The Savior spoke to the people once more and said, I am the light of the world. If you follow me, you won't have to walk in darkness because you will have the light that leads to life. He's the way, the truth, and the life. The truth is the law. The way is the commands. The life are the commandments of life. He's the light of the world. Learn where is wisdom, where is strength, where is understanding, that you may know where the length of days is in life. Where is the light of the eyes? I am the light of the world. The commandments is the way. The law is the truth, the commandments of life, the light of the world, the light of your eyes. Know where the light of your eyes is? Oh, the commandments. If you follow me, follow the law, follow the commandments, you won't have to walk in darkness because you will have the light that leads to life. Verse 9, hear, isolele, the commandments of life. Do you not see, people? Sisters and brothers, come on. Know where is length of days, life, where is the light of the eyes and peace? Who has found out her place? Or who has come into her treasures? The commandments. Where are the princes of the heathen become? And such as ruled the beasts upon the earth. They that had their pastime with the fowls of the air, and they that hoarded up silver and gold, wherein men trust, and made no end of their getting? For they that wrought in silver and were so careful, and whose works are unsearchable, they are vanished and gone to hell, and others are come up in their steads. Young men have seen light, and dwelt upon the earth, but the way of knowledge have they not known. Because everyone in the world pretty much is saying, no, we don't have to keep the commandments. We don't have to. Really. The commandments of life, the truth is the law of Tata nZambi, the creator. The commandments are the way. The light of the world is the commandments of life that give you light to your eyes so you don't walk in darkness. But the way of knowledge have they not known. The way of knowledge are the commandments. Verse 21, nor understood the paths thereof, nor laid hold of it. Their children were far off from that way. It has not been heard in Canaan, neither has it been seen in Taman, that the Hagrim that seek wisdom upon the earth, the merchants of Meran and of Taman, the authors of fables and searchers out of understanding, none of these have known the way of wisdom or remember her paths. Known the way of wisdom or remember her paths. Let us go to the most wise man and see what he says in regards to this. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Where is Ecclesiastes? There it is. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. The authors of fables and searchers out of understanding, none of these have known the way of wisdom or remember her paths. So let us go to the wisest man, Solomon, and go to Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. That's the whole story. Here now is my final conclusion. Fear the Creator and obey His commands, for this is everyone's duty. Fear the Creator and obey His commands, because those have not known the way of wisdom. Wisdom, Proverbs chapter 9, verse 10. Fear of the Most High is the foundation of wisdom. Knowledge, Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. Fear of the Most High is the foundation of true knowledge. Understanding, Job chapter 28, verse 28. And this is what he says to all humanity. The fear of the Most High is true wisdom. To forsake evil is real understanding. So, knowledge, Proverbs 1 verse 7, fear of the Most High. Wisdom, Proverbs 9 verse 10, fear of the Most High. Understanding, Job 28 verse 28, fear of the Most High. Those that seek out fables searchers out of understanding, none of these have known the way of wisdom, or remember her paths. Wisdom, coming from the wisest man, Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. That's the whole story. Here now is my final conclusion. Fear the Creator and obey His commands, for this is everyone's duty. Let us keep reading. Oh, Isolele, how great is the house of Tata nZambi, and how large is the place of his possession. Great and has no end, high and unmeasurable. There were the Nephilim, famous from the beginning, that were of so great stature and so expert in war. Those did not Tata nZambi choose, neither gave he the way of knowledge unto them, but they were destroyed because they had no wisdom, and perished through their own foolishness. Who has gone up into heaven and taken her and brought her down from the clouds? Who has gone over the sea and found her and will bring her for pure gold? No man knows her way nor thinks of her path. The commandments. But he that knows all things knows her, and has found her out with his understanding. He that prepared the earth forevermore has filled it with four-footed beasts. He sends forth light, and it goes, calls it again, and it obeys him with fear. The stars shined in their watches and rejoiced. When he calls them, they say, Here we be. And so with cheerfulness they showed light unto him that made them. This is our Creator, and there shall none other be accounted of in comparison of him. He has found out all the way of knowledge, and has given it unto Jacob his servant, and to Isolele his beloved. Afterward did he show himself upon the earth and conversed with men. What did he give Jacob his servant, and Isolele his beloved? Oh, the law, the commands. This is the book of the commandments of the Creator, and the Torah, which means law, that endures forever. All they that guard it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. Turn you, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that you may be illuminated. Again, the Creator is the law, the commandments, and it's proven here. John chapter 8, verse 12, the Savior spoke to the people once more and said, I am the light of the world. If you follow me, you won't have to walk in darkness, because you will have the light that leads to life. This matches with this. This is the book of the commandments of the Creator and the law that endures forever. All they that guard it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. Turn you, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that you may be illuminated. The Savior is the law. The Savior spoke to the people once more and said, I am the light of the world. If you follow me, the law, the commandments, you won't have to walk in the darkness, because you will have the light that leads to life. Walk in the life. Walk in the light thereof, that you may be illuminated. Those that guard the commandments shall come to life, and the law that endures forever. This is said again in 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 25. But the word of the Most High remains forever. 1 Baruch chapter 4, verse 1. And the law that endures forever. The word of the Most High remains forever. The Savior is the law, is the word, and it's proven right here again. Revelation chapter 1, verse 8, the Savior says, I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I am the one who is, who always was, and who is still to come, the Almighty One, meaning forever, eternal. The law, the word, the commands, That's the Savior. I just proved it. You cannot refute it at this point. Come back to the commandments, people. Come back to the commandments. This is the book of the commandments of the Creator and the law that endures forever. All they that guard it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. You've been warned. All praise, glory, and honor belong to the Creator, Tata, nZambi, AmPungu Tulendo, and the Savior, Simao Goncalves Toco, known as Simon Toco. Simon says, come back to the commandments. Will you do as Simon says? In Geta.